to watch SmackDown. It should be a good show. It should be a good show. A lot of stuff went down last week, and of course, the Bloodline laying the SmackDown on Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton. Is there going to be repercussions tonight? Is there going to be any fallout from that tonight? Hopefully, yes. We're going to find out as SmackDown goes live. Hopefully, everybody's doing well and you had a great weekend. Oh dear. Let's see. And here we are, kicking off the show as the American Nightmare. Cody Rhodes is on his way out and he's repping his brand new WWE shop merchandise. Yeah, there you go. Looking good, Cody Rhodes, as he comes out. It's interesting because usually we'd always see him, wearing a suit. But tonight, we're seeing him with a tank top on, and that's because it's his brand new merchandise that's just come out on the website. So it makes sense, some self-promotion, self-marketing, it makes sense. Good to see you, Andy. Welcome, hope you're doing well. Bro, man, great to see ya. Good to see everybody. We got G Money, by the way, in the chat. Great to see ya. Hopefully all of you are doing well. Great to see all of you. Bro, man, my man, good to see you, brother. Good to see ya. Welcome, Ricky, my man. And here we are, Cody Rhodes on his way out. That's right. I was watching an older episode of SmackDown just a couple hours ago, actually, before I went to bed. And the Tron used to be so big, right? And now when I'm looking at this Tron, it's so little. It's so little, but it still doesn't feel so wrong. So I wonder sometimes, was that unnecessary, or is this okay? I'm not sure. Was that better? Is this better? Was that unnecessary? Is this, a step back? I really wonder, because even though this obviously is a much smaller set, it doesn't feel bad. It just looks okay to me. And once again, great to see everybody. Burrowman in the house, good to see you. Ricky, my brother. We got Miss Carr, we got Andy. Hey, brother, hope you're doing well. Anil is in the house. There you are. And Cody greets a fan. Wow, we got a boxer in the house tonight. Interesting. We've got a boxer in the house. And of course, TKO and Endeavor are pretty good at cross promotion. They have WWE stars pitch other sport. They have other sportsmen come over here, sit ringside for the WWE shows. It's all about the cross promotions over here with Endeavor and the TKO era, that's for sure. Thank you, Ricky. Really appreciate that. Jake, welcome. D-Sync, good to see you. The fans over here chanting, Cody, Cody, that's right. You feel the energy already. We got Andy saying, I'm hearing Strowman could join the Whites. I heard that Strowman was banged up and he's going to go to the doctor. Or maybe he has already gone to the doctor by now. But I heard, Brother Andy, that he's banged up, Whatever it is, I hope, he gets better, he gets his rest. Him joining the Wyatt Six, honestly, I would say no, because I feel that when he was a part of the Wyatt, the group, the original one, I felt that he didn't really fit in, to be honest. So, I would say no. I would not like that. Also, if you look at the Wyatt Six, if you look at Strowman, he's gonna overshadow a lot of people. He's much bigger, than all the other group members of the Wyatt Six, even bigger than Uncle Howdy, and nobody should be bigger than Uncle Howdy, let's be honest here. So, talking about the intimidating factor, you don't want to take that away from Uncle Howdy. I understand that Strowman has nothing going on right now. Strowman is in a fix where he's getting no booking, he's getting no storylines, he's getting no TV time, no matches. And I understand that, Wyatt Six is possibly the only way he can find himself on TV. But I would still say no, I hope not, because the Wyatt Six, the way that it's going right now, I think it's okay. If you need a sixth member of the Wyatt Six, right now I would say Alexa Bliss. I feel like that room should only be reserved for Alexa. Strowman, possibly, hopefully something else. That's what I would think. But let me know, brother. Let me know what you feel. All right. Yeah, I understand, Andy. Absolutely.
As my song goes, it says, wrestling has more than one royal family. Randy is family. Randy is my brother.
I think it's quite interesting. I think that's quite interesting. Randy Orton is apparently Cody Rhodes' brother. And they go a long way. I mean, not just about family tree, not just about, stuff that their fathers did together in the ring, but also 2009, The Legacy. Randy Orton, he took Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr., two second-generation superstars, under his umbrella, under his wings, trained them, used them to get on the top himself, used them to become WWE Champion himself. Quite a storyline. One of my favorite storylines, I would say, in recent history. Randy Orton and The Legacy. Of course, Cody Rhodes, benefited from it. He of course, received proper training from Randy Orton during the Legacy period, and I feel like the Legacy period is going to turn around to bite him in the back, because Randy Orton will strike and he will take the gold, and that's for certain. And it's so compelling, it's so exciting, because heel Randy Orton is rare these days, but heel Randy Orton is the best Randy Orton, and that's a fact. There's no denying that. Heel Randy is the best Randy, that's for sure.
With everything you have done, trying to erase your time as the enforcer. That's a cute nickname, by the way. And instead,
that's right, Anil. The bloodline, it just keeps expanding. It keeps expanding. Yeah.
Still champion, and that you are still not.
That's interesting. I did not see that coming, to be honest. We've got Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, A-Town Down Under, interfering. I mean, interrupting Cody Rhodes. Did not see that coming. They've got no business being here, do they?
Cody Rhodes. Cody, you're spending a lot of time talking about the bloodline, but because of you, Jacob Fatu from the bloodline attacked me last week. Hey, look at my cheek. Look at that.
That kind of makes sense.
Swollen. Wait. Your cheek is swollen. I thought that was because your own partner, the man standing next to you, needs you square in the face.
That's true. That's true.
Okay. Trying to deflect away from the truth that you can't take accountability for your own actions.
Ricky, by the way, says, Cody, stop talking. Too much. A lot like Trump. That is so funny. A question to all of you, actually, speaking on Trump. Did you guys watch the RNC? The whole convention that happened last time, because Hulk Hogan showed up, right? I also uploaded a little short on it. Hulk Hogan delivered a speech, a hype speech, putting over, of course, Trump himself. Did anybody watch it? Let me know. And how did you feel about Hulk Hogan being there? Were you surprised? Let me know, guys. And here we are, by the way, Cody Rhodes is not going to stand over there and just take the heat from these two. He just goes to work, goes to business, attacking both of them. Pretty sure Randy Orton is going to show up. And are we going to be getting a tag team match here tonight? Interesting. Tag team match? Is that what's going to happen? I see, Andy. I see. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that. Cody Rhodes' boxer friend hands him a chair, a steel chair. I'm not sure where he got it from, because, he's still got his own chair. Okay, but Cody takes that chair graciously, and now using it to take out both Austin Theory and Grayson Waller, sending them both out of the ring right there. Ricky says, who's that guy? Ricky, my brother, he's a boxer. He's a professional boxer. They talked about it a little while ago. A pro boxer here in the house, ringside, for this segment. That's right. Clay, welcome. Hope you're doing well, Clay. Hope you're doing well. Welcome. Cody's, it's so funny. Great, kickoff, I guess, to Smackdown. But what does it mean? Are we going to be getting a match later on between Cody and Randy and these two? Or is something else cooking? Interesting start. I'm not sure where it's going to lead to. I'm not sure where that interruption from A-Town Down Under leads to. What does it lead to? Rhea Ripley's open to moving to SmackDown after SummerSlam. Andy, I would say maybe not, because it seems like there's something cooking between Rhea and Jay. Do we want to take that away from the two? I don't think so, right? So maybe stay on SmackDown, cook whatever you want to cook with Jey Uso. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice if she were to move to SmackDown. Something fresh, something nice, something new. By the way, CM Punk is coming back this Monday on Raw. The word going around, and Andrew, Nautic sent me a link earlier. Apparently, we're going to be getting a special guest referee match at SummerSlam. It seems like we could be getting, as per the dirt sheets, it could be Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk as Seth Rollins as the referee, which is interesting because, the one who's not cleared to wrestle right now is literally CM Punk. So, special guest referee, if you were to think, you would think it would be Punk, but the dirt sheets say that Punk is expected to be cleared, and the special guest referee for this match will be Seth Rollins. So it's gonna be intriguing, how does Seth play out? How does this whole thing play out at SummerSlam? If it ends up being a special guest referee match, it definitely raises my curiosity. And G Money says, hey, yeah, I was disappointed in Hulk for doing that. I was not surprised though, because I think we all know Hulk and his credentials. I think we all knew that he was a Republican, and we all also know that Hulk Hogan is good friends with Donald Trump. And, so I wasn't surprised a little bit when he showed up. I was just surprised to see the influence. I wouldn't say surprised, but I should say pleasantly surprised to see the influence of WWE stars and legends, man. Nobody holds a crowd quite like these wrestlers do, and that's the truth. No matter the casuals or no matter the, non-wrestling fans, no matter how much they mock wrestling, call it fake, call it scripted, call it child's play, whatever they might want to call it, right? Call it ridiculous, whatever they might want to call it. The truth is that nobody can hold a crowd quite like a wrestler. I watched a few speeches at the RNC convention, right? And nobody, and I mean nobody, held the crowd and got the kind of cheers that Hulk Hogan did. And it tells you a lot about these wrestlers and their communication skills. Yes, I don't support Hulk Hogan being there and all, whatever, but talking about the communication skills, wrestlers do it the best. Even better than the politicians, I would say, right? And Broman says, Carmelo doing what you do before stream, fresh lineup time. That is funny. That's right, brother. Speaking of boxing, are you excited for Tyson versus... I am. It's going to be the first ever, I believe, the first ever live stream boxing match on Netflix. So I am excited. I can't wait, to be honest. And this is going to be the first boxing match that I'm going to be watching actually live in a long time. The last boxing match that I was quite excited about, and I watched it live, was the Pacquiao-Mayweather match. So this one's going to be the first since then. It's been a few years since that match, so I'm quite excited about the boxing match. What are you guys? Are you looking forward to the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul bout? Let me know. And Andy says, AJ, are Pretty Deadly team injured, or are they leaving WWE since? So they were injured, but I believe they're cleared now, right? They did appear post their injury and recovery, so I believe they're cleared to wrestle now, if I'm not wrong. I could be wrong, but I feel like I did see them after their recovery, and they should be ready to go now. But, brother, I didn't... Wait a second, I'm getting a Mark Henry promo right now. What is happening? Anybody else getting a Mark Henry promo? Because, what the hell? Whoa. Wait. Okay, makes sense. Alright. Wait, I forgot for a second that Mark Henry is no longer with AEW. He's gone, but... Wow, we're getting a WWE biography on Mark Henry. Does that mean that something's cooking? Because it sure does feel like something's cooking right here. Yeah. Interesting.
What better way to do it? I don't need a partner. I understand that. But listen, Cody, I send the WWE champion out there in a 2-on-1 handicap match. I'm the one who has to answer to the board of directors, okay? So, respectfully, You've got to the end of the night. Find a partner.
Bruh. Come on, Nick Aldis. I think we all already know who the partner is gonna be. It's gonna be Randy Orton. Literally, we all know. Unless Ted DiBiase Jr. returns to wrestling and joins him, which sadly won't happen, but even though I would have loved to see a reunion of the Legacy. Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, Ted DiBiase Jr., the Legacy. I would have loved to see that. It's not gonna happen though. And Cody is gonna team up with Randy Orton to take the A-Team Down Under out. Yeah, what a weird name, A-Team Down Under. It's such a weird name. Anyways, let's see. Andy says Wade Barrett isn't happy that Punk is very good. I did see that, brother. It was good. It was so good. I was happy. I popped. You know, just like I'm a big fan of the Legacy, will forever be. Similarly, I have always been a big fan of the Nexus, and I always will be. And that too, Wade Barrett's Nexus. So anytime that anybody references the old Nexus and everything, it pops me. And I've loved Wade Barrett. I've loved his work, especially when he was the leader of the Nexus. Not as much after Nexus got over, but during Nexus, I felt like Wade Barrett was just in his absolute prime. He was amazing. He was amazing as a leader. So I would love to see him revive the Nexus one time. By the way, here we are, Andrade making his way out. We've got G Money, my brother, saying I agree. That's nice. Last boxing match I watched was Klitschko, brother beating up some guy. See, that's sweet, Andy. That is sweet. Some guy who's not relevant. I see. Andy says Nick Aldis will be competing in the ring before the year is up, I believe. Yeah, the only reason why he was doing this whole GM stuff was that he was not cleared to wrestle. Now that, you know, seems like he's got that clearance, or will get that clearance very soon. I feel so too. He might stick to the GM role because he's doing it apparently well, but a match here and there is not out of question. Absolutely. He has not turned it down. He has not refused the idea. I feel like it's going to happen too, Andy. I agree with that. Absolutely. Mark Henry is not AEW. Yeah, he's not. He's no longer working with AEW. Honestly, though, what did he even do in AEW? Anything? I don't think so. The only thing he probably did was bring some more eyes to the product, maybe a little bit. But other than that, I only saw him like on Rampage announcing what match is coming up next, the main event or something. That's it. Nothing else. They couldn't use Mark Henry, let's be honest here.
The roster here in Friday Night Smackdown, perhaps earning a future championship opportunity. And at the end of the day, this is about ego.
And he says, I love the Nexus theme song. Oh, me too. We walk alone. I can't remember the entire thing. But you know, we are one. Yeah, it was good. I should never sing, I know that. But here we are now. Carmelo Hayes going for the cover on Andrade Alidito. Cover, kick out. Ricky says, I love Nexus back in the day. I blame Vince did not push the Nexus top tag team. I interviewed Justin Gabriel from the Nexus, right? I interviewed him like a couple years ago. And I asked him, what do you think about John Cena? Do you still blame John Cena for, you know, what happened to Nexus? And he took a sip of water, or whatever it was, and he said it's hard not to, right? So even after all these years, Justin Gabriel still blames John Cena for the downfall of the Nexus, which is insane. Yeah. And much love to all of you guys one more time. And here we are. We've got Carmelo running over to the rope. Oh my goodness, big boot, by the way, to the face right there from Andrade Alidito to Carmelo. By the way, got a question for everybody. I tried a new thumbnail today. The thumbnail is different, but I would like to ask all of you, how is the thumbnail for the show tonight? Did you guys see it? Did you guys like it? Let me know. And here we are now. Carmelo Hayes levels out Andrade. Andrade is down. Look at that. What a great maneuver, by the way, from Carmelo. With that being said, we go to a commercial break. No surprise there, a commercial break right here. Andy says, AJ, when Cena joined Nexus originally, he was to turn heel. Yeah, that was apparently the original plan, but, you know, seems like Cena just never meant to be a heel. Never worked out, never will it work out, it seems. That's that. Wait, So our brother True is not here yet, but he, about an hour ago or so, he sent a video of last night's Republican convention. So let's take a look at the video. Why has True sent it? It must be something funny. But let's take a look. What does it mean? 1 second, guys. Just gotta open it up right now. So True has sent this video. Let's take a look. Ramit, welcome, Sat Sri Akal, my brother. Hope you're doing well. And here we are, a video from True. Let's see, what does it say? Okay.
When I look out there and I see Donald Trump, I think about how his business was compromised. But what happened last week when they took a shot at my hero and they tried to kill the next president of the United States? Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania roll again. Let Trumpomania. When I look out there.
That was so funny. That was so funny. You know, it was great. The funny part about it was how the people just absolutely popped when Hulk Hogan did that, right? I want to hear nobody ever, especially any Republican. I want to hear no Republican ever call wrestling fake again, because the way they popped at Hulk Hogan ripping off his T-shirt was great, and I was happy to see that. You know, wrestling is over. Wrestlers are over once again. That's for certain. Oh, True. Good to see you, brother. And here we are. Andy says Cena was a heel shortly after his feud with Kurt Angle ended. Really? Yeah, maybe a little bit. You're right about that, Andy. Looking back, makes sense. Yep. We all remember that slap to Stephanie, right? Yeah, I guess you're right, brother. Trumpomania. I know, that's funny you brought that up, because during the speech, right, Hulk Hogan, he called Trump fans or Trump followers or supporters, he called them Trumpites, which to me sounded like the weirdest damn name, because Trumpites reminds me a lot of termites, right? And termites, nobody wants them. And Trumpites, I don't know why he called them Trumpites. He could have called them Trumpomaniacs, like Hulkamaniacs, or he could have even called them Trumpets, and that would have been okay. Trumpet sounds like a good name, to be honest. But Trumpites, weird. And then, towards the end of the speech, he totally forgot about the word that he came up with, Trumpites. And then he just ended the speech with Trumpomaniacs. Like, that made no sense to me. Okay, like, why would you call them Trumpites if you were eventually gonna call them Trumpomaniacs? So stick to one name, Hogan. Stick to one name. But Trumpets would have been a great name, to be honest. Trumpets, right? Good stuff. Anyways, Roman says, Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Dominic, triangle love story like Shah Rukh Khan. Brother, did you see Shah Rukh Khan and John Cena together at the Anil Ambani wedding? Hulk Hogan with Wild last night. You're right about that. Roman says, Cena is enjoying Ambani expensive wedding with You Can See. Absolutely, yeah. Lots of Bhangra with You Can See Me moves. Trumpomania, indeed, Ricky. Hulk has his mind. Oh, brother, you know, anything for the money. That's it, brother Amit. That's it, brother Ricky. Anything for the money. By the way, here we are. Vintage Shawn Michaels here. From Andrade. That's nice. Trump was happy. Oh yeah. You know, I was just watching Trump and the way he was so happy when Hulk Hogan was coming out. He was telling people around him, "This is gonna be good. He's gonna be good." Something like that. So, you know, it was cool. It was cool to see that. It was cool to see how over wrestlers are, right? And here we are going for the cover. Andrade couldn't get the job done. Carmelo kicks out at a 2 right there. The match is still on. I hope everybody has got some big weekend plans, right? Friday night upon us, and Saturday, Sunday ahead. I hope you guys have a great weekend ahead. Let's see. Ricky says, Dave last night on Kid Rock. Oh yeah. Dana White too. Dana White was the one who introduced Trump. You know, the WWE and Trump were already good friends, but now under the TKO era, Dana White is a pretty good friend of Donald Trump, and TKO has merged both companies together, And I'm pretty sure if Trump actually wins, it's only going to help business for TKO. That's for certain. And here we are, Carmelo taking Andrade over to the corner. Andrade in a little bit of a trouble over here unless he can fight back. Carmelo places him atop of the turnbuckle. Andrade in trouble. Carmelo could be looking for a big one. Robert says Shahid Khan, top tycoon. Oh yeah. Should AEW They should, but they won't. They won't, you know. They won't do that. Seems like not. I don't like Dana White, says Andy. I know, brother. I know. And you know, to be honest, Dana was never a pro wrestling fan. I think it's quite evident. And he never said or did anything in the favor of WWE or pro wrestling. Not even now. Not even now, to be honest. So I agree with that, Andy. As a wrestling fan, as a pro wrestling fan, as a WWE fan, it's hard to like Dana because you can tell that he's not really a pro wrestling fan, or he doesn't respect the art a lot. So, you know, I understand that. We got Ricky says, me too, Andy Smith, but I love UFC. That's nice. Christopher in the house, by the way. And he say next week's SmackDown is going to be taped. That's right. They are going on a Japan tour, as Ricky said earlier. Christopher, good to see you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. And Andy says, I love UFC as well, Ricky. That is cool. By the way, cover here from Andrade one more time. Carmelo with a kick out right there. Once again, everybody who's joining us right now, welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, welcome to SmackDown. I hope you all are doing well and hope you are enjoying the show. So far, it's been an average show. Nothing really special, nothing that's really extraordinary has happened so far. The intro to the show with Cody Rhodes coming out, repping his new WWEshop.com merch. And Carmelo, and of course, A-Town Down Under interfering. All of that was okay. You know, not really the most important stuff in the world, but okay. Cody has to find a mystery partner, which will most likely turn out to be Orton. We're going to be seeing what's going to be happening with that in the main event. Right now, we're seeing Carmelo versus Andrade. Average show so far. Let's see if it's going to pick up some stuff. I'm doing fine tonight. That's nice, Christopher. That is nice. And Andrade one more time with the cover, and he gets the job done this time, successfully pinning Carmelo Hayes for the victory. That's nice. Good for him. Dana White doesn't even respect UFC, and he is, you know, he sold the company. He made his millions, his billions. So right now he's just doing what he can do to make more money. Robin says Stephanie is headed WWE, or Becky Lynch could be. Oh wow. So Stephanie has signed with the WWE. That is certain. With Becky and AEW, it's just a rumor. It's just a speculation. It's just a fantasy. There is no truth to it. There could be truth to it eventually. Who knows? But right now, as we're speaking of now, there's no truth to it. Becky Lynch and AEW, there is no official confirmation or anything from any reliable sources. It's just a fantasy at this point, which I think won't happen because Seth is here and they're professionals. They're a good couple. I don't think that they're gonna go there. I don't think they're gonna go separate ways with WWE and AEW. I don't think that's gonna happen. Ricky says, I think Logan Paul went not to WWE tours in Japan because Logan, yeah, you know, it's true. That was a topic of controversy recently when they announced their tour of Japan, and they announced that Logan Paul wasn't gonna be in it. He has some history there, and for that reason, he's not competing there. He's not going to be performing in Japan, even though, of course, they have provided a different explanation for it. It seems like the reason is that Logan Paul's history in Japan. That's true, Ricky. You're right about that. Stephanie made her WWE debut. That's right, she did. She did, and the big thing about it is that even though Stephanie is joining the NXT roster, the WWE's main roster was touring Mexico, and Stephanie being from there, they knew that she'd get a pretty sweet pop, and that's why they made her debut on the main roster tour. She made her debut with the main roster, which is pretty nice. pretty nice. Also shows them that they are quite confident in her in-ring abilities and her charisma and her charm and her popularity, which is nice, which is great. By the way, commercial break, and once we're back from the commercial, we're gonna get a behind the scenes, or should I call it what, backstage interview. Again, this is all the making of a very average show, and I'm not even kidding right now. Really, this really is the making of a super sweet average show. You know, backstage interviews like that, split screen interviews as they call them, are you know, starting the show with a promo, which is then there's a interruption from a random team. It's all the makings of an average show. Tonight's episode is an average one, that's for certain. And Becky Lynch is having fun golfing on the side. Yes, she's enjoying her time off, which, you know, well deserved, that's for certain. And he says, Ricky, you have to take Cora Jade on her way back. That's funny, yep. Ricky says, AJ, you saw Cora Jade new hairstyle looking? That's, I did, brother. Yeah, Cora Jade looking good. Bailey and Nia Jax interview up next. Indeed, brother, it's gonna be happening up next. Backstage split screen interview. Ricky says, thank you. Everybody, if you here haven't liked this stream yet, make sure to like it. It helps us reach a wider audience on YouTube. Thank you. Also, guys, since SummerSlam is coming up and SummerSlam is called the biggest party of the summer, we're going to be having some gifts. We're going to be having some rewards that you'll be able to earn during the SummerSlam Watchalong. Not one, not two, but actually 3 rewards that you will be able to earn and win every hour at SummerSlam. So there's going to be 1 reward per hour. SummerSlam is going to be a 3-hour show. We're going to be giving away 1 reward per hour at SummerSlam during the Watchalong. So the show's going to be good. The Watchalong is going to be better. We're going to have fun during the SummerSlam Watchalong, which is going to be full of rewards. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Ricky says, I did Andy Smith. I wait for Cora Jade. She's my girl. I like that. Ricky is ready for Cora Jade. By the way, commercial break still going on. Let me know, what do you guys feel about the show so far? It's been about 35 minutes since the show first started. It's been okay. Nothing crazy yet, I would say, but let me know, how do you feel about the show so far? Are you liking it? Are you not liking it? Do you find it average? Let me know, guys. By the way, did anybody hear about the whole Microsoft stuff that went down? So the Microsoft servers went down, and it just created absolutely chaos all across the globe. You talk about airplanes being grounded. You talk about, you know, all these offices being shut. Everything that happened, banking being shut, all because of Microsoft servers being down. Maybe that's why a single company shouldn't have so much power. Maybe that's why they shouldn't have so much power. Yep. And it seems like it's still not okay. Microsoft has still not been able to fix the issue, and it's still down. That's that. Commercial break still going on, by the way, guys. We're back from the commercial break, guys. That's cool.
The Diamondbacks take on the Cubs. It all begins at 7 Eastern on Fox. Check your local listings for the game in your area. Wait, I want to talk about what's going down 2 weeks from tomorrow in Cleveland at Summerslam, which will see Bailey defend her WWE Women's Championship against the winner of the Queen of the Ring tournament, Nia Jax. Ladies, thank you both for joining me. Nia, I want to start by asking you about Cleveland, about some...
I'm not even listening to you, Corey. Stop. Look at me and look at Bailey. Start feeling sorry for Bailey right now. Because at SummerSlam, I'm going to beat her. I'm going to take her title, and I'm gonna put her down like an old, sick dog. I'm gonna put her out of my misery.
Man, Nia, you haven't changed in these 10 years that we've known each other. Not one bit.
Bailey, I have changed, okay? Before you go on too little long, I am your queen of the ring, and you should address me as Queen Nia.
Oh, I'm going to address you how I want to address you, okay? And you know what I meant, Nia. You're the same heartless woman you were since day one. You got the same big mouth, and you just walk around like you own the place. You're the same Nia that in 2017 took me out of my SummerSlam match.
Oh, we're gonna go there?
Yeah, we're going there, and I'm gonna finish what I'm saying. You took me out of my SummerSlam match, and that changed the trajectory of my whole career. But you didn't hurt me because you're so big and you're so much stronger than me, or that you're so vicious. You hurt me because you're big, you're clumsy, and you're reckless.
You know what, honestly, Bailey? I'm pretty content being your queen of the ring. I am the queen of this division. I'm on top. I'm coming for that title because I get to take it off of you.
All right, Niall, well, I have some bad news for you, okay? And I don't want you to listen to what all these people are saying. You know,
This is so stupid.
That you're so much bigger and you're gonna mop
This is
the
so
floor
bad.
with me. No. I
Come
want
on.
you
This
to
is so
look at me
stupid.
right now, and if you're telling me that you've changed so much since
Hey, my brother,
2017,
True, welcome. You're wondering where's True at. Well, we were just watching the clip that you shared of Hulk Hogan ripping off his t-shirt and stuff. Hilarious. Great to see you, True. Has anything interesting happened yet? I would say no. This show has been bad, to be honest. Like, I'm not gonna make it look good because it's not. It's been just average, brother. It's been just average. You know, we started on the show with Cody Rhodes. Oh, come on. What's happening here? That was so bad. That segment was so bad. Come on now, bro. That segment was terrible. Okay, so this is how they book a match that obviously is stemming from the Queen of the Ring, right? And compare this to how they basically, you know, hyped the King of the Ring match. That was the Gunther versus Damian Priest match. I mean, the difference in, you know, presenting these matches and kicking off the feud is so big. The Gunther and Damian Priest was so well done, but Nia Jax and Bayley, they just tried to do it with a backstage split screen interview. You gotta be kidding me. Gotta be kidding me. That was bad. That was bad. That was terrible. Anyways, here we are now with Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, crossing paths with Chelsea and Piper.
Not before us, because we about to go talk to Nick about getting our tag team title rematch right now.
But let me guess, you're gonna go talk about losing and complain because you're big complaining loser.
Isn't that exactly what you're about to go do? Exactly.
We're not talking about huh? That's right. We're talking about you two. So scoot on over because we are talking to Mr. Aldis.
Girl, what up? No. Wait. You know what? She's right. Our talk can wait. Because you're getting on my nerves right now. So since we can't decide on who's going to talk to Nick first, how about you meet me in the ring tonight and we settle it there? I like that. You like that? Yeah. So come see me. Come see me. Bye.
To be honest, you know, it's also sad how they've been booking and presenting Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. You know, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven always came across to me as Cartoon Network characters, and that was okay to me because, you know, obviously they're Chelsea and Piper. But even Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, that the way that they present them backstage and in all these segments, just over the top excited, over the top, I don't know, responses from them, and the way that they act and the way that they talk, it's just not natural. You know that it's not natural. And for that reason, I just, it doesn't come across very well to me, at least. So, not a fan of how they're presented at all. Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, they started off well, but right now where they are and the presentation is just hideous, I would say. It's not cool, it's not good, it's not natural, it feels forced. But let's see, we've got Andy here with the question: were you happy when MJF won this past Wednesday? Brother, I was happy. I mean, it was a good show. AEW 250 overall was a good show. Let me know if you enjoyed it, Andy. Ricky says that I was happy that a little girl was hitting MJF last Wednesday. It was good. Yeah, the interaction, the fan interaction was where AEW really had the upper hand. But let's be honest, TKO also is really, beating them or actually going at it with them, because Vince McMahon was not about the fan interaction at all, especially on live television. But TKO has a different stance when it comes to that, and they're trying to, I guess, respond to AEW in their own way. But of course, AEW right now still has the upper hand when it comes to the fan interactions on their shows. Here, more Butimitas, alright, Ricky, okay. WWE has no true direction for Jade and Bianca, and that's true. That is the absolute truth at the end of the day. They don't really have a direction for them, and tag team titles is gonna do nobody any favor, because the women's tag team titles really never took off at the very beginning, from the very get-go, and still women's tag team titles don't have that same respect or relevancy as the other titles do. So Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, I really hope that they find some success, because right now everything from the bookings to the matches to the presentation to the promos, it's just over the top, unnatural, too exaggerated in my opinion. Yeah, they need some work. They need some work, and serious work. That's for certain. I agree with that. And the commercial break, by the way, guys, still going on. True here with the question, by the way, if anything's interesting that's happened so far. So one more time, a recap for those who are just joining us at the moment. We started off the show with Cody Rhodes coming in, and Cody Rhodes was then interrupted. As he was delivering a promo, he was interrupted by A-Town Down Under. And now we're going to be getting a main event, which is, if you have A-Town Down Under in your main event, it's not a great night, right? You already know it's a very average night, because A-Town Down Under should not main event. But they are main eventing the show tonight with Cody Rhodes and a mystery partner. That's that. So it tells you a lot. Then we had an Andrade match. Andrade took out Carmelo, and he won the match. And now here we are with Bianca Belair versus Chelsea Green, it seems. TN Impact was so good. Really, Ricky? That's nice. TN is doing something right? They're doing something right. That's for certain. That's right, Ricky. Yep, Microsoft really caused some chaos. And the crazy thing about it is that it's still not fixed. The crash still continues. The Microsoft crash still is very much a thing. It's still not fixed. It's insane. That's why one company should not have so much power. And that's for certain. And here we are now, Chelsea Green making her way out. She looks good. I agree, Andy. Moose is a great champion. Always has been. Anytime that he's champion, he carries the belt well, title well. He puts some respect on it. I agree. Moose deserves to be champion, 100%. And Ricky says, I picked Joe Hendry. By the way, Joe Hendry is going after Elias, or, the former WWE star Elias. Aaliyah. That's who he's going after these days. And super over, Joe Hendry still continues to be super over. And we've got Ricky saying, I picked Joe Hendry with the TNA World title. Don't think it's going to happen, but it's going to be interesting. Let's see. Arnold says Cody's mystery partner should be Joe Hendry. Okay. Oh, brother. That is funny. Talk about it. I mean, Cody should just come out and say, I believe in Joe Hendry, and the music should hit, right? That's not going to happen, though, because I really don't think that TNA is ever going to give... if the WWE is ever going to give TNA an exposure on the main roster shows. I don't think so. They're smart enough not to put TNA on the Smackdowns or the Raws. They'll stick to NXT because they know the hardcore fans watch NXT, and the hardcore fans is already aware of the TNA product, whereas casuals watch the main roster, a lot of casuals do, and they probably are not going to be aware of the TNA product. So by putting TNA on the main roster, you are exposing it to a lot of casuals, to not a lot of new eyes, which might not be great for WWE's own business. So for that reason, they're not going to put them on the main roster, at least not so early on. And True says, are you muted, AJ? No, brother, I'm not muted. Should be okay. Try turning your volume up or try restarting the app, and that should be fine. Please, if you guys can hear me, please tell True to restart the app in the comments, and, he should be okay. Yeah. Thanks, Ricky. Really appreciate that. I hope True can hear us fine soon. By the way, that was a very short match. Just like I said, tonight's show is super duper average, and match after match, segment after segment, it just keeps telling you the same thing. It just keeps proving my own words. It's a super average show. That's what it is.
For you.
Thank you, Andy.
We're gonna give you just a tiny glimpse.
I agree, and I think it's gonna happen. I think it's gonna happen.
When it comes to a rematch, we'll see.
I somehow doubt that we'll see was the answer that Belair and Cargill had hoped for. Alba and Isla playing mind games in this tag division. There's something I always love to see, and so does the entire world of
Okay. We're going back to a commercial break now, guys. And when we're back, we're going to get a contract signing between LA Knight, and Logan Paul. Let's see how that goes down. True, welcome. Hope you're doing well, and hope you can finally hear us, brother. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you did not hear me already saying this, tonight's show is super average. It is a super average show. Started off with a little promo. The main event is going to be... is featuring A-Town Down Under. The women's match lasted like a minute or so. Andrade defeated Carmelo Hayes. I think you already get the idea. It's a super average show that's going on tonight. It's for certain. Ricky says, I do know TNA Slammiversary is going to be a good pay-per-view show tomorrow night. Maybe somebody NXT show up. Absolutely. NXT stars are showing up tomorrow night on the pay-per-view. I believe 3 of them have a match, right? A 6-man tag team match is where NXT stars are going to be featured. We could be getting some surprise appearances too. Who knows? And Andy says Logan Paul should drop his belt to Jacob Fatu, not Ellen. I agree. I agree with that 100%. I'm not excited about this match, and it's not because of Logan Paul, to be honest. I'm not excited about this match because I don't know if LA Knight should be champion or will be champion. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt that LA Knight will be able to defeat Logan Paul. And this match is quite meaningless to me. I agree that Jacob Fatu should be the one who should be champion. But the truth is, Andy, they're not going to put the title on him so early. Jacob Fatu already, without the title, is overshadowing every single Bloodline member. So if they put the title on him, that he really will overshadow the entire Bloodline. So, they're not going to do that so easily, so quickly. Are we going to be playing quiz game tonight, or are we going to be doing it on Monday? So we're going to be doing it on Monday, Ricky. We're going to be doing the quiz on Monday. And just like I said earlier, Summerslam, we're going to be having 3 prizes that will be given away throughout the show. So Summerslam's main roster, the main card is 3 hours long. So per hour, there's going to be 1 prize that will be given away. So it's going to be exciting. SummerSlam 2024 is going to be great. And just like I said, 1 prize to be given away per hour. So get ready. Stay tuned. SummerSlam is going to be fun. And True says, so WWE is back to normal. Look, brother, True, I don't want to say that, but I have to admit it, at least for tonight's show, because tonight's show is just a very average show. And I had the feeling because when Cody was cutting that promo and he was interrupted by A-Town Down Under, which didn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, they had to make it make sense somehow by connecting the dots and stuff. I knew it was going to be an average show, but when Nick Aldis showed up and he said, okay, Cody, Pick a partner for yourself. You're taking these boys down in the main event. I was like, wow, 8-Town Down Under in the main event. This is really gonna be a proper average show. It really has been. Really has been. Knight is beating Paul. Yes, it's true. Interesting. Interesting, true. I mean, wow. Let's see. Let's see if that's actually gonna happen. Let's see. Logan Paul being beat right now is hard for me to imagine, but wow. Let's see, brother. Let's see. You know, True is usually right for this prediction, so let's see. William Regal's son has a match at the TNA pay-per-view this Sunday. That's awesome. That's awesome. And he's my leader of the bloodline. I know Andy, the rightful leader of the current bloodline. He deserves to be, but you know. Politics. And Ricky says, okay, AJ, what about this? Let's play quiz. We will play quiz at SummerSlam too, brother. Absolutely, we will. SummerSlam, by the way, right around the corner. We are not too far away, about like 2 weeks away from SummerSlam now, which is gonna be good. Yeah, exactly 2 weeks away. SummerSlam taking place August 3rd. We're about 14 days away now from SummerSlam. And there you see it, guys. The main event. Crazy. 8-Town Down Under should not be in the main event with Cody Rhodes. I'll tell you that. But they are. And Cody has to find a mystery partner, which I guess is anybody's guess. Is got to be Randy Orton.
Smackdown General Manager Nick Aldis.
Yeah, Nick Aldis is here for the contract signing, Ricky. Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, SummerSlam is right around the corner. And as your SmackDown General Manager, it is my responsibility to deliver the biggest and best matchups I possibly can. So, with that in mind...
He's saying that, and then he's giving us Logan Paul versus LA Knight. Yeah, come on.
And it is already signed by one of the participants. It is for the United States Championship match at SummerSlam.
That's nice, Andy. August 10th, YouTube MLW is doing a pay-per-view for free. Is it a live pay-per-view? That's nice. Thanks, Andy.
So without further ado, please welcome first the challenger, the megastar, LA Knight.
Yeah. How do you say LA Knight and not say yeah? I'm not sure how did Nick Aldis resist himself from doing that. But LA Knight, yeah, is on his way out right now. You know, early on when LA Knight was starting to get over, a lot of people made some comparisons to Stone Cold Steve Austin, saying that this guy is the next Stone Cold Steve Austin. But I gotta ask you guys, do you agree that LA Knight is the new day Stone Cold Steve Austin? Do you agree with that? Let me know. And True, you know, we had a conversation about that early on, True. When is he getting back in the ring? And Andy says that it's gonna happen before the year is over. And it could. Honestly, and I know I'm being a little greedy right now because these guys literally have no history, but before Cena retires, I honestly would like to see Nick Aldis versus John Cena. It's one of those, I guess, dream match kind of thing for me. We haven't seen it yet, and I feel like these two in the ring together, it should happen once, you know? It should happen once, I feel. And Logan Paul on his way out now. You know what's interesting? Because I just freaking realized this. This is so funny. I just realized this is great, actually. Because if you guys... I'm pretty sure you all know this. Because Trons, right? Titantrons. When they existed back in the day, the big LED screen, right? They used to have a video montage of all these wrestlers performing their moves or doing whatever. But then the Trons went away. And then all we really had was the graphic that was displayed in the back. I just saw LA Knight make his way out, and the little mini Tron over there, it only displayed the graphics of LA Knight, right? But when Logan Paul came out, his montage was going on, like the back good old days, like the wrestlers used to have back in the day, which is interesting. Logan Paul is to be the only guy who still has the whole montage playing as he comes out. Old school, but I like it. And here we are, the fans here chanting LA Knight. Logan Paul.
Hey, Omaha, let me ask you a question. Why would I give this hillbilly Aladdin?
He's right.
Sons of Anarchy, extra-looking Larry the Lobster dude a shot?
I agree with Logan Paul. Why would he give a shot to LA Knight? Why would he give him a title shot? It's true. Gotta agree with Logan Paul here. You're right, true. I like that. Let Knight be Knight. He can't be Austin. I like that. The guy's got his own personality. He's got his own unique traits, and I think he also respects that.
For you to face me, and in a way, man, maybe you're right. Maybe you should just go ahead and take a walk, and we'll think about this later. But the one thing I think about before you do that is I start to think the one reason you might want to reconsider is the fact that every time we've been face to face, I have owned and cooked you. Let's take us back just a year ago. I walked right down that aisle. I presented you a map, and I told you to give you the exact directions of where you can stick each and every bottle of...
I know, Ricky. So far, so good. I mean, they're still awake, right? Which is nice.
And that was a year ago. Now, in the meantime, you become the United States champion, and congratulations to you. Thank you very much, LA Knight. I can't take that away from you. If you're holding that, I tell you what, man, you are the man. You're the guy around here as long as you hold that. So I figured to myself, maybe it's time for my shot. So I ask you for it, and you tell me no.
Okay.
So I decided to take that into my own hands. I show up to your house, you goofy little friends, they let me in. I make myself at home in the pool, make it into my own little toilet. And what's that do? All that did was it got me a Money in the Bank qualifying match. But what that did was it got me to pin your shoulders right here on this mat. Now that felt good. That felt damn good.
Why do I feel like I'm turning into a Logan Paul fan right now? I don't know why. But right now, as I'm looking at these two gentlemen in the ring, I feel like I'm siding more and more with Logan Paul.
Listen to yourself, Sean. You sound pathetic. You're a grown man. Look at you. Look how bad you want this. The fact is, you need this. You need this match against me. I don't need this match.
It's true. Logan's right. He doesn't need this match. He's a champion already. But he has to defend it at some point. I mean, 250 days of title reign, and he's only defended it twice. 2 times in 250 days. It's not good.
Is defined by what you do in this ring, but not me.
If you have the championship, you've got to defend it, Logan. That's true.
Presidents, building multi-billion-dollar businesses, starting a family, changing the landscape of sports media with my brother. The last name Paul echoes throughout the zeitgeist of culture. And that's not to say that what you do in this ring isn't not important. It is. You're very good. In fact, I like this whole catchphrase bodybuilder shtick you got going. It's a good gimmick. See, my real problem with you, LA Knight, is you want my accolades, but you are not me. You don't think like me. You don't move like me. You want to be the champion, but you are not him.
Aw, Andy says, Logan Paul is making me sleep. Yeah, I see, brother. I see. Okay.
Not had a single defining moment in the past 20 years.
Yeah, he did, brother. He did call him his real name. Yep.
With a spray tan and a catchphrase, pretending to be The Rock.
Wow. Logan Paul calls out LA Knight pretending to be The Rock. Interesting.
Oh, I believe I've never heard that one before. Leave it to you to use old material. Low rent, low brow, low T. Low T, Logan P.
Logan P?
I'll tell you what, you talk
Did he
about
call him Logan P?
the United States Championship, you talk about frauds. Let's talk about frauds for a second. Because here's a man parading around as the United States
Wait,
Championship.
when he said frauds, I thought he was going to bring up Logan Paul's crypto history or his NFT history or the stuff that he did in Japan, but no,
And
he
meanwhile,
didn't.
you won't sign a contract. And isn't that funny? I'm glad you mentioned your brother. Because you mentioned your brother. Your brother is willing to jump in the ring with Mike Tyson. But you don't seem to have the balls to jump in the ring with me. I guess balls don't run in the family now, do they?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, he's brought up his family. He says, I think balls don't run in the family. I don't know. I did not know Logan Paul belonged to the Miz's family.
You want this match?
That's funny. Wow.
I'll tell you what, LA Knight. I'll sign your little contract.
Wow.
I'll give you the shot at
Wow.
Give me this, Nick.
So the match is happening over balls, right?
And how about this?
That's crazy.
After I beat you at SummerSlam, you will have nothing. I'd say I'm gonna take everything from you.
If LA Knight
You
had
have
not
nothing
called
of
out,
value to give me. In fact, open this up, Nick. How about this? I'm gonna give you something. On the back of this, I'm gonna draw a map that you can follow with the exact directions where you can stick your dreams of becoming a WWE champion. Yeah!
okay. So if LA Knight had not called out Logan Paul's balls, this match would have never happened. He would have never agreed to it. Alright, my brother Andy, I hope you have a great trip. You take care, rest well, and I'll see you hopefully Monday, right, for Raw. You take care, my brother Andy. Thanks for being here. And I'm sorry that Logan Paul put you to sleep tonight. You take care, Andy. See you around. Much love. And True says people really ruin cryptocurrency by flooding it with a bunch of crap that's no good. Absolutely. And then NFTs. I mean, NFTs went away as quickly as they first appeared. It's insane. NFT felt that it had some potential. I mean, people are definitely hooked. But NFTs is like history now, right? Nobody talks about NFTs anymore. I remember my man JTG, right? Crime Time. He came up with NFTs of his own. He called them the Crime Time NFT. He was so excited about it, talked about it, and he was like so ready for his own Crime Time NFTs. I know he released them. I don't believe that it sold a bunch, but you know, before I knew it, they were gone. I don't think he sells them anymore. So NFTs, it's not just the case with JTG and the Crime Time, but NFTs all across. WWE came out with NFTs too. WWE also sold like John Cena NFTs and whatnot, freaking stuff. And look at that, everything's gone now. You don't see anybody talking about NFTs anymore. Yeah, that's right. Wade Barrett is having a field trip over there. That yeah was something else. You know, we talk about Nick Aldis getting back in the ring, but I really want to see one time, I said it before, I'll say it again, I really want to see this guy, Wade Barrett, also getting back in the ring just one more time. Would love that. I would love that. Yeah. They really don't have enough material for the show. That's for certain. Is there a watch-along for Slammiversary? Brother True, I would love to do it. I will let you know on the group chat if we're doing a Slammiversary watch-along or not, right? I don't know if we're going to be going out this weekend, but if we are, you know, unfortunately we won't be able to do it. But if we don't, which most likely is going to be the case that we won't go out, then we're definitely going to be doing a watch-along for Slammiversary. So my plan's not yet decided, so I can't confirm. But tomorrow morning, I will let you guys know if we're doing a watch-along for Slammiversary or not. Yeah, thanks guys. And let's see Fox back screen again. Oh yeah. For me, I'm getting a Tiffany Stratton video package. You're right, True. Now, tonight is all about time wasting. Look at this video package. Look at how long it is. Did not need to be here. They really have nothing for this show tonight. Let me take a look at the preview very quickly and see what they had actually advertised for the show. Because really, it seems like they're struggling tonight. So, let's take a look at all the stuff that they had advertised first of all. So as we see here, this was advertised. This is already done. This was advertised. It's already done. We're gonna get a Meechin versus Tiffany Stratton. Okay. So out of all the stuff that was advertised, only this remains. Yeah, it's a terrible show. Alright, and she's coming out now. Tiffany Stratton is coming out to take out Michin. That's that. I'm pretty sure we're gonna go to a commercial break once she gets in the ring. Nia Jax accompanying Tiffany, by the way. Look at that. So Rampage has already won the night. You know it, brother. You know it. It's not a great show. You know, True is the champions of prediction, like he is a champion of predictions. He knows what's gonna happen in the match, but for me, I guess I'm the champion of predicting if the show is gonna suck or not. Like, I can tell that within like 5 minutes of the show kicking off, and yeah, I feel like, yeah, I was right about this show for certain. And just like I said, Tiffany's in the ring, and now we go to a commercial. Look, I don't want to hate on the crowd for being so enthusiastic and stuff, but if they start using the Fireflies for every single entrance, it's gonna take away the charm of the Fireflies. I understand doing it for Jay. I absolutely understand doing it for Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six. But why would you use the Fireflies, I mean the flashlights, the phone's flashlights, for Tiffany? They shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that. It's not a concert that they're attending. It's a WWE show. At least Mia Yim is that. You're right, brother. Blessing in disguise, right? Blessing in disguise. At least she's... You know, now that she's active, she should get back the name Mia Yim, because Michin is horrendous. But nobody wants to call her Michin, right? I don't even know what the right pronunciation is. Is it Michin? Is it Michin? I don't know. Mia Yim to EW, brother. Should have happened. I don't know why she made the choice to come here. But also, is Keith Lee active right now in AEW? Or is he away for a bit? Because I don't know if I've seen him in a bit as well. Let's take a look at Twitter. Let's see what people are talking about on Twitter. By the way, was anybody over here, True or Andy, Ricky, anybody, were you guys affected by the whole Microsoft outage? Because it's still out. Microsoft is still not functioning well. It still has its glitches. It's still crashing. Let me know. Wow, that's crazy. These people sometimes really surprise me, because I'm looking at Twitter right now, and this is the first tweet that I see. A 2-minute video package for Tiffany Stratton. Thank you. Are you kidding me? A 2-minute video package is not a good idea. It's not a good thing. For a wrestler who's about to make his debut, it makes sense, but yeah. You know, surprisingly, I see a lot of good things about Smackdown tonight on Twitter. Surprises me a lot. Yeah, all that I'm seeing right now is positive stuff. Brother, I know it's not a good show. You know, there's no wonder why you're so bored, because it's just not a great show. You're right about that. Let's see. What else do we have? True says Keith Lee was working through an injury and it got so bad Tony Khan took him off. Yeah, that's nice. It's good that he's taking time off and he's gonna get back soon. Can't wait. Keith Lee is just such an athlete, you know. He's such an athlete that once he's not on TV, no matter you're watching the show or not, you know, if he's not there, you miss him, right? You want to see him back. So hopefully he gets back to it. Wow, Ricky says, for me, it's a good show. I see you, Ricky. That's nice. Finding something positive in everything. That's how we should live life. I like that, Ricky. I like that. Yeah, I like that. All right. How do you feel about this whole rumor that Seth Rollins could be the special guest referee for CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam? How do you feel about this whole angle of Seth Rollins now being in the picture and serving as a special guest referee? It's still a rumor right now, started by the dirt sheets, no confirmations. But let me know if you would like the idea if it were to actually take place at SummerSlam. Makes sense, that's true. Okay. Yeah, it definitely makes it more intriguing, right? Also, will not give us a proper closure of the CM Punk and Drew McIntyre drama. It'll still continue because obviously the officiating is not going to be unbiased. So makes sense.
Finally, getting your United States Championship match. It must be a great feeling, right? I mean, You pinned Logan Paul at Madison Square Garden. It must be like sitting on top of the world, right?
Why do all of these WWE wrestlers wear Versace? Is that a trend that I started?
Just a friendly reminder. I was in that match and I didn't get pinned. You know, and I know, and she knows, and everybody knows. If it was me and you, hombre a hombre, it would have been a different story.
Clearly you didn't major in history, because I've been a part of that story a couple times and I know how it went. But I tell you what, SummerSlam's still a couple weeks away, so I might have a little free time. If you want to get in touch with me, your mom's got my number.
You feel so untouchable, huh? Facing me so
That's a
close to
cool
your
line. You want to
show?
get in touch with me? Your mom's got my number. I would have used that line too if I was 14 years old, but I'm not, so.
If you're so eager to squander your opportunity,
Okay.
who am I to stop you? I'll even help.
Alright guys, by the way, I see a lot of people, right, especially on YouTube, making these videos about how edgy WWE is gonna be and how TV14 or even extremer than that is it gonna be when they go to Netflix, and how it's gonna be, you know, all cursing and it's gonna be a free world out there. But it really, one thing that a lot of people are forgetting is that WWE is going to Netflix only in certain regions in the world, not the entire world. Not all across the globe is it going on Netflix, because WWE stays, of course, on TV, of course, even in America for a certain period, and also in other parts of the world, such as UK, Australia, France, right, Ireland. You talk about India, you talk about a lot of places, Indonesia. It's still going to be on TV for an extended period because they still have TV contracts, TV deals that will not go out, will not run out until at least 2025, some in 2026, some maybe a year after that. So the idea of the WWE going absolute extreme as soon as January happens and they go to Netflix is not going to happen, guys. It will not happen. Yes, there will be some edgier stuff because they have to make the fans happy, but it's not going to be full on, you know, good old days because they still have TV deals that they have to adhere to. That's that. But here we are now. Michin goes for the cover on Tiffany, and it's a kick out. So the last women's match that took place tonight, earlier tonight, was about a minute long. Let's see how long this one's going to be because Tiffany has just rolled out. And she seems like she wants a little bit of a break. And now she's running away from Michin. Michin running around the corner, around the ringside area. And here we are, Tiffany now hiding behind Nia Jax. A cheap shot at Michin. Gets her on top. Slams her down into the mat. Yet Tiffany with the upper hand now.
Continues.
Really? We just came back from a commercial break like 2 minutes ago. This is so bad. It really feels like I'm back watching a Vince McMahon show tonight. To be honest, it's not a great show. It's not a good show at all. This is so bad. Oh dear. You know, the show is so boring. I'm just looking at Twitter right now. Random stuff, looking at Microsoft, because Microsoft, obviously, as we know, it just Microsoft just stopped working right tonight, and here we are, people writing about it. Microsoft right now, this is fine. Meanwhile, at Microsoft headquarters, look at that. Yeah, the world came to a standstill. It still is, because Microsoft is still not working in most cases, which is crazy. Microsoft ingenious right now. That is hilarious. No, Ricky, I did not even realize that the crash actually happened. And that's because I use Apple. Like, I use Apple everything. From my phone, to my computer, to my laptop, to my iPad. Everything is Apple. To my watch. Like, I don't know if I should be proud of it. But I don't use Microsoft. I use Apple. Everything is Apple. So I never realized that this even happened. Yeah. Apple guy here.
but can extend it to 10 if he's on salt.
So Sounder strikes with a second board.
So fasten your seatbelts as the action heats up.
Thank you, Ricky. Thank you.
100.
Look, that's why, I said it before, I'll say it again. That's why one person or one brand should not have so much power that they do these days, that it's allowed to have these days. Microsoft should not have a monopoly over the entire world, that once Microsoft servers go down, the flights get canceled, the banking's down, offices are shutting down because of one company's fault. So for that reason, one brand should not have so much power. And I guess we can also talk about the WWE and AEW now, and that's why we need AEW, because one company, one brand should not have so much power, right? Otherwise, if they do, we're gonna get stuff like we did back in the day, such as WWE's Got Talent, or a cat serving as a general manager for Raw. So we don't want that, right? That's why nobody should have a monopoly. No company. Andrew, my brother, Nautic is in the house. Great to see ya. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. I know you've been keeping busy, brother. Always great to see ya. And here we are now. Tiffany going for the cover on Michin. It's a 1, it's a 2, and a kick out right there. Wow, look at that. We got Nikita here. Good to see ya. Welcome. And they say, are you doing the Slammiversary Watchalong? Maybe. I mean, let me know if you guys would like for me to do a Slammiversary Watchalong, and definitely would do it. Let me know. Make some noise if you want to do a Slammiversary Watchalong. Give me a hell yeah. Once again, great to see everybody. Hope you all are doing well. And here we are now, back from the commercial break. And Tiffany Stratton here, still struggling to gain hold. Still struggling here to get the job done. Michin is down, of course. The distractions from Nia Jax coming into play here. And Tiffany now running over to the ropes, a rebounds, and then she gets Michin up on top. Michin struggling, rolling Tiffany up for the cover, and it's a kick out right here. Tiffany was going to go for the clothesline. Michin one more time, rolling her up, shoulders are down, and Tiffany kicks out right there. And Michin now over to the ropes, elbow strike to Tiffany Stratton, taking it back, clothesline. Tiffany goes down one more time, a boot to the face. Tiffany goes down, and a drop kick here. This is the I hate to say this, but this is the only time that I actually got into the action tonight. That's because so far we really got little to no wrestling. The Carmelo Hayes match that we did get was not that great. This is the only first few minutes of proper in-ring action that I've seen tonight during the show. Ricky says, AJ, if you wake up, watch Slammiversary early morning. Really, Ricky? Okay, brother. Okay. And here we are now. She's got to go for, oh wow, elbow strike here for Tiffany one more time. Oh, returned the favor. Michin with an elbow strike back to Tiffany. Tiffany sends her down to the second rope. Rebounds. I thought she was going to go for the 619. Nice. Planted her down for go for the cover. That's a kick out. Anybody watched this new season of Cobra Kai that just has come out, the season 6? Has anybody watched it yet? I just have, I've just watched the first episode of it. Haven't been able to watch any more yet, but it seems nice, But one thing that I've got to agree with is that Cobra Kai, the earlier seasons were more exciting, were more fun. There was more happening, and slowly was drawing down. It was about time that they would wrap things up, because by continuing it would just defeat its own legacy. It would destroy its legacy. So maybe it's a good thing that they're wrapping up the stuff and they're finally coming up with the last season, because these seasons, as they keep going on, I feel like they just get less and less entertaining and less compelling. Brooklyn Joker says, AJ, breaking news, Rhea Ripley and Jey Uso. Well, let's see, Rhea Ripley did confirm that Jey Uso has her number. She did say yeet. So, who knows? And Ricky says, nope, not yet, brother Ricky. Yeah, I see that, brother. Andrew says, Tiffany looks like she has diapers on. Wow. Not the look that she would like, to have, but guess that's what it is. By the way, Bayley here with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Of course, Bayley has got 2 targets on her back right now. One is Nia Jax, the other being Tiffany. Of course, wow, she's destroying the Money in the Bank briefcase as we see right now. You know, Tiffany did say that she was going to be revamping that briefcase. She was going to be giving it a nice new look. Hasn't done it so far, but Bayley over here is looking to destroy that case. What is she looking to do here with that? Come on, Bayley's got to be out of her mind. Does she feel that if the briefcase is destroyed, Tiffany won't be able to cash in? I mean, Bayley has got to be kidding me. Has she never seen Seth Rollins' briefcase? I mean, Seth Rollins' briefcase was an absolute mess. It was a mess. And he still cashed in. You know, one of the most historic cash-ins in recent years. But, you know, even though she couldn't get much done, Bayley did allow Michi to pick up the victory due to distraction. And seems like the assault on the briefcase still continues. Why, she's actually giving it over, handing it over to Tiffany. Look at that, Tiffany now with a briefcase in hand. By the way, we've got a new subscriber here. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel. Satish, welcome. Hope you're doing well. And hope you're enjoying SmackDown so far. AJ, I'm gonna... Oh, you're going to Raw this weekend. That's badass, Brooklyn. That's awesome. I hope you have a great time. And here we... Finally! I was wondering where were these guys all night. The Bloodline.
The tribal chief on the island of relevancy. So good. But it's also busy. I never have a moment to myself. But when I do, you know what I love the most? A good mystery. I'm not talking about a mystery. Who's gonna be Cody Rhodes' tag team partner? No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a mystery of who's gonna step up and disrespect the tribal chief by teaming with Cody Rhodes tonight. That's what I'm talking about. Have you seen what we done to Randy Orton last week? Have you?
I love how the rest of the Bloodline is standing so still behind Solo. Like, I would not be able to stand still without moving a muscle. Like, I know I would either blink, I would move a muscle, I would do something, but these guys are like absolute statues right there.
Better be a handicap match, or someone is gonna pay for the price. Because I am the tribal chief.
Ricky, at the end of the day, Solo sucks or not, you should acknowledge the tribal chief, Ricky. You really should. Yeah. There we go. And Jacob Fatu acknowledges him. No, Ricky, you should just acknowledge the tribal chief. No questions asked. You should acknowledge him. By the way, commercial break. One more time, and once we're back from it, we're gonna go to the main event. Man, this is a bad show. Like, really. This show was full of fillers. That's about it. And once we come back from the commercial, this is like the Vince McMahon era, man. Like, the last half an hour is gonna be the main event, but we're only gonna be having 5 minutes of proper in-ring action. The rest is gonna be the entrances, the commercials, the shenanigans, and that's about it. That's what's going to be happening here. We got 30 minutes left. We're already going to the main event. There's no way they're giving us a 30-minute main event with 8 Town Down Under. There's no way in hell. This is going to be a commercial fest. Alright. Ricky says, nope, I will not acknowledge Solo. He's not my head of the chief. I see, Ricky, but you should. You should. That's the right thing to do. And Anil says, not my tribal chief. Alright. I acknowledge Ricky. You should acknowledge Solo. You must. Alright, let's see. What else do we have here? Commercial. By the way, I also had a question, guys. I just wanna ask you guys, right? This is just throwing it out there. If we do a SummerSlam, when we do a SummerSlam watch-along, would anybody like to be on here on YouTube in like, you know, like co-stream with me, like for a few minutes or so, like here and there? You just jump in, you just jump on, and you just co-stream with me. Would anybody like that? Let me know if you would, because we could absolutely do it. You know, co-stream with me, talk about the show, talk about the matches, and just have some fun. Let me know if you guys would actually like that. One person at a time. I think it would be fun if we could do that, right? And we could actually make it a regular thing too. But, you know, let me know. Where's AJ on Discord or on Zoom? No, right here, brother. Right here on YouTube. So, let me know if anybody would like to co-stream, you know, and talk about the show and stuff while we're doing it. But the video will be on, so you'll be on video. We'll be on camera. So, let me know if anybody would like to sign up for it. And we could actually do a fun little stuff during the Summerslam pay-per-view watch-along. Yeah. All right, Ricky. All right, my brother. That's sweet. Thanks. Commercials still going on. We're gonna have to get used to these commercials because we're gonna be seeing a lot of these in these last 30 minutes of the show. Really, did Vince McMahon return tonight? Because it seems like it. Such a terrible show. Why are so many people all about Joe Hendry? Like, why are so many people expecting Joe Hendry to show up tonight? It's not gonna happen. These guys need to really, really open their eyes. It's not gonna happen. Joe Hendry is not showing up, guys. Come on, give me a break.
Sudan, tomorrow at 3 Eastern, only.
Thank you, Ricky.
Match Flow is sponsored by...
Man, this is crazy. Just when I thought it couldn't get any worse, we are now getting a progressive Match Flow recap from last Friday. This is a deja vu from, like, those Vince McMahon days, man. Horrible, horrible stuff. Terrible stuff. Yeah, absolutely insane. Really? That's big news indeed, Ricky. Thanks for sharing that. That's a big addition to the bloodline. Wonder if that's I don't think he's gonna show up tonight, but wow, that's a big signing. That's a huge signing. Good for them. Good for them. Really big. Really big. Thanks, Ricky.
And Queen Nia Jax will have humiliated tonight. Next week, they get the chance for some payback. They tag up against Meechin and WWE Women's Champion Bayley here on Smackdown.
How about this, Wayne? Terrence Crawford, the consensus #1 pound-for-pound boxer in the world with a perfect 40-0 record, will move up to 154 pounds to challenge Israel Madrimov for the junior middleweight world title.
Absolutely, I agree. Yeah, SummerSlam is gonna be the right time for him to debut, I guess. It makes sense. But I don't expect Roman Reigns to honestly come back at SummerSlam. I think it's gonna be way too early. I feel like the bloodline, this new bloodline, is just kicking off, and Solo Sikoa is just getting into the whole Tribal Chief stuff. I don't think it's gonna happen. Really? Bro. Kevin Owens? Okay. Alright. It's gonna be Kevin Owens who's gonna be the mystery partner now. Alright, fine. I was hoping it'd be Randy Orton, but it's Kevin Owens. It's a little let down here, but I guess we'll be fine. Yeah, I honestly feel like Survivor Series is a more reasonable and realistic timeline for Roman Reigns' return than SummerSlam. I think SummerSlam is just way too early. I would even say Royal Rumble. I don't think that Roman Reigns needs to be back now. There's a lot that can be done here, a lot that can be done with this current bloodline, and they have to honestly wreak a lot more havoc than they have already. To really increase the tension and really increase the need and want for Roman Reigns to come back, I think. Let's see, Ricky. Let's see, brother. Let me know. Do you think that SummerSlam is the right time for him to come back, or do you think that they should wait? Let me know. What do you think? Should fans be patient? Let's see. And Cody Rhodes here on his way out finally. We're so going to a commercial when he gets in the ring. We are so going to a commercial break.
Cody Rhodes to battle A-Town Down Under. Next.
Monday.
Is it great to be alive on a Monday night?
CM Punk returns.
Surprise, I got a lot to get off my chest.
What does the best in the world have to say? Raw, Monday, 8/7 Central, only on USA.
It's that Homelander comparison is out there, right? A lot of people say he's the Homelander, and why wouldn't they? The blonde hair, the outfit, the mannerism, everything screams Homelander. He was asked about it, and Cody said that he wouldn't say he's the Homelander because he says Homelander is a terrible person in real, right? So he says that he's not as terrible, so he wouldn't call himself the Homelander. But I agree, he's the Homelander. I agree with that. Ricky says, yes, AJ's right time, but who knows? It's up to Roman. He's ready to return or not at SummerSlam. If not, save his return by Black Belt or Clash at the Bash at the Germany show and the Survivor Series show. Maybe, yeah. I agree with that. I would say that we can wait. Bash in Berlin would be nice too for him to return. I feel they could definitely use his return in Bash in Berlin. International show already, fans are quite excited to have WWE on there. So to have Roman Reigns would be just extraordinary. So it's possible. It is possible. Let's see. But the commercial break, just like I said, Cody Rhodes, as soon as he got in the ring, we went to a commercial break. And the crazy part is that once we come back from the commercial break, we're going to get an A-Town Down Under entrance. This is really a Vince McMahon show, guys. The whole formatting of it, the ad placement, everything is so bad. It's such a bad show. It really is a bad episode tonight. Pretty sure the ratings are going to be affected, right? I mean, they have to be at this point. Let's see. I mean, also, let's not forget, this was possibly the first show without the bloodline, without Solo Sikoa's bloodline, right? So that's that. NWA these days, I'm looking at their Twitter and stuff. NWA these days have been signing, talent left and right. Earlier, they stuck to this format of, no signings, no deals, just free agency, paying per contracts. But now they're actually going out and signing talent. It's a different, it's definitely a very different outlook. It's a very different approach. Gotta wonder what they're actually planning here.
Huge news this week as undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes, Rhea Ripley, and Rey Mysterio were announced.
This is exactly what we needed right now. So these stars, right? Rey Mysterio, Cody, Rhea Ripley, they're all making their way to Call of Duty. And, nothing against Call of Duty for this, but are they turning into some sort of Fortnite? Because that's what it feels like with this new edition, I guess. It's funny. I never knew that Call of Duty was like that, but really, I mean, the addition of WWE stars in their costume in Call of Duty really makes you feel like, wow. And also, the funny part is that Call of Duty games are third person, right? So you can't really see your own character. You can only see like their hands. So what difference does it make if you're playing as Cody or if you're playing as Joe? You're only gonna be seeing the hands if I'm not wrong. So that's that. And you gotta be see. I mean, it seems like it. Just like True said, brother, it feels like it's realistic for it to happen. But here we are now, finally back from the commercial. Thank you for that. And A-Town Down Under making their way out and headed towards the ring. It seemed like they were gonna split as a tag team, but somehow they're still here. Somehow they're still going. I guess I will have to check it out, Ricky. I guess I'll have to check it out.
Smackdown. One of many reasons that Rhodes is ready for a fight tonight.
I'll tell you this, Corey. A lot's been made about how frustrated Cody has been recently and all the issues in KO's personal life. Let's talk about the now former tag team champions. They are like a couple of wounded animals right now for losing their championship to Jeff Gargano.
By the way, speaking of the Republican National Convention, RNC, I was reading stuff and I was looking at this stuff, right? And just the 2 nights of RNC, and I saw some videos online, and not that it's any of my business, I stay away from politics, but still, so much misinformation is spread, and so much stuff is said online, especially by influencers and people, that is just flat out lie, right? And it just lit this fire inside of me that maybe someone should go out there and talk about it, and really, put forth some information that will shut these people up, because I see a lot of people criticizing things that need not be criticized, and some people not criticizing things that should be criticized, and they're doing it so openly, so courageously, so I would say without a care in the world that they're not going to be called out for it, but they should be. And still thinking about it if I should actually make a video about it or not. But there's a lot of things that should be said, such as that Hulk Hogan ripping shirt off. I mean, yeah, lots of thoughts here, lots of thoughts. Let's see. But here we are now, Kevin Owens with their Irish whip to Austin Theory making his way out very quickly. Kevin Owens following him to the outside of the ringside area, grabbing Austin Theory, a chop across the chest. Man, the prime bottles ringside have become such a spectacle that I feel like if the sponsorship ends, I'm gonna miss those prime bottles now over there. You're right, Ricky. Kevin Owens definitely hates Prime. Logan Paul should take him out for that, for certain. And here we are, tag made to Cody. Cody now in the ring with A-Town Down Under. Let's not forget, guys, Austin Theory defeated John Cena clean at WrestleMania. And he took that momentum nowhere. He took it nowhere. Being in the ring right now with Cody Rhodes might seem like a very big deal, but this is the same guy who defeated John Cena clean at WrestleMania, but never talks about it. As I said earlier, as I said last year, if I was Austin Theory, I would wear a shirt saying, I beat John Cena clean every single day. And I would really put it on social media that I defeated John Cena clean every single day. I would put it out. Because it's such a big accomplishment, and to do it at WrestleMania is a big deal. It's in the history books. But really, they took that momentum nowhere. It just, they did nothing out of it. It's terrible. Such a great accomplishment, but he doesn't even boast about it. What can I say? Cody, by the way, sending Grayson Waller over to the ring post, to the turnbuckle. He goes chin first into the top turnbuckle. Kevin Owens tagged in. Yeah, Rick, it seems like Dijak does love Prime. You're right. Dijak is a funny guy. Real funny. Anybody would like to do an interview with Dijak, by the way? Let me know. You know, there were opportunities. I never reached out, but let me know if you guys would like an interview with Dijak in the future. Oh, you would like that, Ricky? Okay. Well, if you want an interview with Dijak, maybe I'll reach out. By the way, these guys, Jinder Mahal and... So, Jinder Mahal and, you know, your guys, Veer Mahan and Saurav, these guys just became free agents. How do you feel about them? Do you think they're going to be in AEW? Because Jinder Mahal had been teasing a lot, right? That, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do this, we're going to be here, we're going to be there. And once he becomes like a free agent and he's like free to sign anywhere now, the clause is up. He's now talking about how he's done so much in wrestling and now he will most likely do something outside of wrestling. Makes me feel like he's not all elite bound after all. He's not going to AEW. But what do you feel? Do you think he's going to be going to AEW? Because I don't think so. I don't think he got the call, you know. And cover from Grayson Waller on Kevin Owens, and it's a kick out one more time. Pretty sure we're going to go to a commercial now. Yeah, there we go. I'm watching the show on mute, right? I'm not even listening to the commentators, and I could tell that we're going to a commercial. That's how well I know Vince McMahon's WWE, and this really was Vince McMahon's episode. Like, this was full of commercials, fillers, and absolutely nonsense. Terrible show. It did nothing. This show did nothing except for that little contract signing. This show did nothing to build towards SummerSlam. It was a filler of a show. That's it. I don't know who I blame for this. I don't know if I should blame TKO or if I should blame Microsoft, but really, a filler of a show. That's what it was. Oh yeah, me too, Ricky. Would be nice. Would be nice. By the way, I don't know if anybody saw this, but a report. It's not related to wrestling. It's just a report that I saw recently. Apple is looking to add cameras to AirPods, which makes me raise my eyebrows. Like, what? But apparently, in the next version of the AirPods, the next edition of it, there's gonna be cameras on those things. So you've got a camera on your left and your right. It's insane. Like, why would you need a camera on your AirPod? But it seems like Apple wants to add it. I'm not sure for what reason, what purposes, but it says that it wants to add it apparently because the reports say they want to add it for better audio experience, spatial audio. I have a hard time buying it. Like, why do you need a camera on your earphone, something that you put in your ear? You should not have a camera on it. But apparently it's going to be a thing in the future. There's got to be cameras all around you guys. There's going to be... Imagine surveillance, right? If somebody... I'm not saying that Apple actually, you know, takes a look at whatever's going on in your cameras, but if they were to be looking, cameras will be everywhere. They'll be on you know, of course, every single station, every single crosswalk, you know, cross section. Then there's going to be cameras in people's ears. There's going to be surveillance everywhere. It's insane. Yeah. I know, Ricky, I know. And back from the commercial now. Here we are. That's a nice camera angle, by the way. Speaking of cameras, Austin Theory has the upper hand. Kevin Owens laid out flat in the center of the ring. Tag mate to Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller stepping in. Elbow drop over there to Kevin Owens. Going for the cover. Owens kicks out.
Breathe at this point in that cravat.
I agree, Ricky. I agree with that.
Squeezing all of the oxygen out of Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens trying to fight away Grayson Waller, trying to get to Cody Rhodes over here. But Grayson with the equalizer knee strikes over here to Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens taking it back. Moves over to the corner in a bad shape here. I feel like Kevin Owens was at his very best when he was in a tag team with Chris Jericho. He was entertaining, he was cool. Chris Jericho brought out the best in Kevin Owens. Since then, I don't know. I can't say I've been a fan of Kevin Owens, especially these days. I can't really say that I'm a fan. Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens together were great though. They were fantastic. Thanks, Ricky. Thank you. Yep. You just made the list. It was the funniest thing ever. I used to love the list, bro. I used to love the list. By the way, this is so funny. I just gotta share it with you guys. So, as we know, Britt Baker showed up as Sting, right, in AEW 250. Sting acknowledged it, and he actually tweeted out the video of it, and he said, "It's showtime for DMD." It's so funny because Sting actually acknowledging Britt Baker showing up in his mask is hilarious. Look at that. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. And Grayson Waller, by the way, going for a superplex over here on Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens trying to fight back. I know, Ricky. I know it's a big drop, right? Learning tree. Yeah. Swanton bomb here from Kevin Owens. Should do himself a favor and crawl over to Cody, tag him in, just end this thing. You know, finish it. Come on, Kevin. Crawl over to Cody, tag him in, put an end to this freaking match. Thank you. Tag mate to Cody Rhodes. He's in there, going after Austin Theory. Punches to the head. Irish whip. Elbow strike here to Austin Theory. He is down now. Cody Rhodes is feeling it. The fans are loving it. Gotta love the fans here for being so loud and energetic even after the 2 hours of this show, right? But I guess they're still in for a treat because they are going to be taping next week's SmackDown also right over here. So they are in for a treat basically. Wow. So SmackDown next week is also going to be just as, I feel, dull because it's a tape show, first of all. Yeah, it's not going to be full of fireworks. It doesn't seem like it's going to be full of fireworks next week. Yep, that's right. That's right, Rookie. Thanks for that. Thanks for sharing that. Cody. Wow. Wow, Grayson Waller was once again about to hit Austin Theory with a knee strike, and Cody Rhodes with a cutter to Austin Theory. Grayson Waller looking to take advantage, and here we are, a dodge from Cody, stunner from Kevin Owens to Grayson Waller, knocking him out of the ring. Finally, we're finally wrapping things up here tonight. Thank you. Thank you. Cody with a crossroads to Austin Theory, cover him, and it's over. So basically the match got over 7 minutes before, the show is supposed to wrap and go off the air. I told you guys, they don't have enough material for the show tonight. They really don't. It's just full of fillers. And the fact that this match got over 7 minutes prior, yeah. Now Solo Sikoa coming out now. Finally. Finally something meaningful happening tonight, eh? Yes, you're already there in Japan, Ricky, you're right. They wrestled in a third-party promotion, of course, showing WWE's intentions and willingness to work with third parties now. It's good. Pro Wrestling Nova is where they wrestle, right? Cody wasting no time, just diving to the outside, taking out the tribal chief, apparently. Jacob Fatu's not here yet, right? Jacob Fatu will come in when they least expect. Yeah, there's no Jacob Fatu here. Still to come.
Rhodes and Owens looking to work together. Looking to return the favor on behalf of Randy Orton. Oh no! Jacob Fatu!
I think we all saw that coming. Where's Randy Orton at, though? Is he not here tonight? Did he also decide to skip this boring show? And Fatu here. Big super kick, by the way, to Kevin Owens, sending him back into the ring here. Fatu makes every single move look so big, right? I mean, had he been here, during the show, at the beginning or in the middle, the show would have not felt so flat. As flat as it did, actually. You're right, Ricky. Jacob Fatu looks great. He looks fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have talked with Solo Sikoa a couple times, so Solo knows me. And Jacob Fatu, I'm not directly friends with Jacob. I was friends with, his good friends, his managers and stuff. But Jacob Fatu directly, I don't have much of an acquaintance. But Solo Sikoa, yeah, we are well acquainted with each other. Yeah, he knows about my work and stuff. By the way, Jacob Fatu finally saved SmackDown, I should say. He should have appeared earlier, really, because this show was flat. But Jacob Fatu coming in definitely helped the mood of the show. Too bad it's gonna go over in like 4 minutes from now. You're right, brother. And not just since he got here, but even before that, because Jacob Fatu, as you can tell, has lost a lot of weight for the WWE, apparently. So really, he has put in a lot of work on himself. Ever since I believe he got the call or that approval from the company. And you can tell that he's doing great. He's always been great, even on the indies. You'll hear nothing but good things about his in-ring performance and his in-ring work and abilities from his independent contractors that they've hired over the years. But yeah, it's good to see where he belongs, because he belongs here. He's a top-class athlete. So it's good to see him here. One more time, wreaking havoc. And this is why I'm saying that Roman Reigns should not be here already, because let these guys shine. They're just starting off with their destruction over here on the main roster. They're starting off with the Bloodline's introduction here, reintroduction of this new Bloodline, that is. So Roman Reigns does not need to rush back here, even though we all want him back, I know that. But still, give them time to shine, give them time to do their thing, and then once they get the hang of it, then come back, I would say. Not right now. Alright, guys. First, Jimmy should return. I agree with that. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for being here. Another SmackDown in the books. Not a good SmackDown, I would say. The ending was okay, but overall the show was not good. It had very little action, to be honest. The fact that 8-Town Down Under main evented is a disgrace. It was not a great show. But overall, always a pleasure being here with all of you guys. Always a pleasure watching the show with all of you guys. So thank you for being here. Anil, thank you for the love. Bro man, my man. Ricky, my brother, thank you so much for all the love and the support. True, Andrew, everybody, Andy, thank you guys, my brothers. G Money, Clay, all of you, thanks for being here. Jake, Christopher, I hope you all have a good night. Ricky, take care, sleep well. I'll see you Monday. If Slammiversary, we're doing Slammiversary, I'll let you guys know. Otherwise, I'll see you Monday for Raw. My brothers, have a good night, have a good weekend ahead. Enjoy your Saturday and your Sunday. Take care, be well, and I'll see you Monday for Raw. Much love to all of you. Thank you. Absolutely, Ricky. Thank you.